Yes, you may have a hug. Right in through here. Lower, more straight back. I want you to think about pulling your elbows towards your hips.
What is this MacGyver shit that you're doing?
I don't know what to tell you. You're a victim of your own success.
1, 2, 3. Somebody's gonna have to hold the bench down.
I'll just sit right there.
Why do you work out?
So I can look good naked. Oh, dang! This is her husband in the red.
Oh, really?
What is your favorite body part to train?
Chest. Get a good feel on it.
71.
It's obviously one of the most sought after body parts for most men, so.
Keep the rib cage elevated. Flex it out here. There, perfect. 75. Just a little bit. 1, 2. One more time. That's 5, 6. Same weight.
What is the biggest challenge you've ever faced?
Oh my gosh, the biggest challenge I've ever faced. Honestly, I think that personal transformation is a huge challenge because, you know, you're your own obstacle. So you have to get over yourself and you have to face your kind of fears and your demons and your obstacles and find ways to break through, which means changing your mentality.
When will I get a raise? What advice would you give to someone that wanted to quit?
Wanted to quit. You know, the first time you quit is always the hardest, but then after that, it becomes easier and easier and easier. Deciding what quitting means to you relative to your goals and what it is that you want, I would say figure out a different question to ask yourself. That question is going to dictate kind of what you focus on. Whenever you become so focused and so obsessed with something, quitting is no longer even an option. Which one is too light?
Are you ready?
I can have Lambert stand on this. Lambert can stand on the stack. Still just focusing on primarily upper lats. 42.5. Set. Get some good sleep last night? Stronger day, it's good.
Who is your biggest influence?
Oh, my dad. As far as like getting in shape, everything, yeah. I never had any problems with academics. I was always, you know, pretty smart and I didn't have to try very hard. And I remember him saying to me, you know, you've never really had to try. Could you imagine what would happen if you actually tried as far as your physique goes in the gym? And it kind of pissed me off because I hadn't really ever tried in that area, you know? And so I did. And there I am.
Shredded?
Yeah.
You got a shredded baby.
I got shredded baby. Shredded husband.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Best piece of advice you've ever received?
The best piece of advice I've ever received. It's not fair to expect somebody to behave like a champion unless you prepared them.
Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite super easy cookie recipes. It's packed with protein, it's flourless, and it's guilt-free. All you need is an egg, a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a cup of sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter. I like nuts and more because it's packed with protein. And then 1 cup of chips. I use dark chocolate and peanut butter combined. I'm using chocolate maple pretzel. We cook them them for 10 minutes on 350 degrees. They smell delicious. The dogs are coming out. Hashtag Paige Hathaway and your favorite nuts and more cookie recipe.
We were talking about focus stamina. That's like whatever the antonym of focus stamina is.
What? Antonym? Like, you know, synonyms and antonyms? Did you go to school? You graduated with 30 kids, right?
I can't think right now. All the blood is not.
How do you stay motivated to eat clean and train hard?
I mean, I think it makes me feel better at night with my kids. I've got 3 kids, so when I get home at night, I'm not as tired.
What is your favorite motivational quote?
My favorite motivational quote is "Nobody cares, work harder," that my coach Jeremy MINIHAN says all the time.
If you were to live the rest of your life and only eat 3 things, what would they be?
3 things.
Pizza.
Yes.
Probably hamburger. French fries.
You don't want to. You want to lift lighter weight than the boys because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Okay, 3 more. 1, 2, good. 3.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Favorite booty exercise?
Favorite booty exercise. Okay, it's called the triple threat, and it's on a stability ball. And you start with your feet on the apex of the ball, do 10 glute bridges, and then you start and do 10 glute hamstring curls, and then you end with your feet on the side of the ball and do 10 more glute hamstring curls.
Hell no. Who is your biggest inspiration?
It always changed at different phases in my life. When I was younger, it was always Michael Jordan because of his aggressiveness, because of his adversity tolerance and everything that he needed to do to, you know, be successful and get that first NBA championship. Then it changed. As I got older, it was Dwayne Yates. Just the work ethic, the focus stamina Dwayne Yates had, second to none. And then now it's more people like Nick Saban, Coach Popovich, because now, you know, I've transitioned into more of a coaching role, and so people that have the ability to really lead people, inspire people, not manipulate, the ability to influence people. I would say more than anything, that's what has really inspired me to do what it is that I do now.
How does beauty define women? And how can everyone be beautiful?
How does beauty define women? Well, I think every woman can be beautiful by showing love. I think that's beautiful for everybody. How does beauty define women? I don't know. I think everybody's beautiful. That's just me. I'm probably a rare breed. I try to show love to everybody, and I think there's beauty in everybody. That's just who I am. I am not one of those catty girls. I'm not a jealous girl. I support and love everyone and everything that they do. That's just who I am.
Come right here. I want you to have your hands on the top of the dumbbell. We're gonna go shoulder blades up and back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping that chin neutral the whole time. From there, you're immediately gonna grab the bands. Both sides. And I want another 12 reps with a 1, 2 squeeze, stretch. 1, 2, stretch. Elbows in. There you go. Right through there. Let them walk forward. 2. Alright. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 5. Oh. shoot. Ray of encouragement.
I said 35. How are we doing 55?
There you go, Captain Encouragement.
I'm about to piss my
Hey.
Homemade cereal.
No, it's not homemade cereal. It's homemade pudding, though. It tastes like pudding. It's actually delicious.
Homemade senior home pudding. Tapioca pudding.
I'll show you how I make
My tapioca pudding.
I'm gonna show you how I make my pudding that I eat before.
You don't have to. Ew.
What you need is a bowl,
Oh, really? I thought you just needed your hand.
some protein.
Also, don't forget to wash your hands. Just saying.
We're gonna do a scoop. Then we have glycofuse. And this stuff tastes like an orange dreamsicle. You can make it more liquidy by adding more water, but I'd like to make it a pudding, so I add less water.
Blocking out the haters.
Here we have the Granny Hathaway pudding. when you're like old as cheese, right? You should present this to your kids. Kids, protein pudding's on the table.
I'm gonna feed my kids this so they're like swole by the age of like 7.
Can you give this to like when they're babies?
No.
Is that Dallas McCarver?